Hey, so I've been dealing with a lot of food allergies, or food sensitivities, better yet. I don't know, they're different apparently, but I'm just recently learning about the navigation of food sensitivities in life and whatnot. So as I learn, you'll learn. So make sure you're liking and subscribing and turning on notifications too, so that you catch these videos when they release. But I have a food sensitivity to soy and quite possibly dairy, but that's a new one for me. And I'm talking like just realized it yesterday, type new. Um, Not even 24 hours yesterday yet. But if you saw my video on the elimination diet, then you've kind of already heard my problems with this. Um, but I just thought it deserved its own video because food sensitivities are hard. They're very hard. Eating healthy in our world with all of the processed foods and fast foods and just gunk that we have created for ourselves is hard in and of itself already. But having a food allergy or a food sensitivity just makes things so much harder. Because whereas when you want to eat healthy, you just want to eat healthy, and like yeah, it's hard, but you're not going to deal with some really adverse side effects if you screw up or if you have a cheat meal or whatever. Um, but when you deal with a food sensitivity and you try, you can't accidentally get it. You can't have a cheat meal. You can't really want some cheese, so a little bit's okay. Like, it doesn't work like that. And you can even really try really hard and still accidentally get it in your food. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Like cross contamination happens, and people who don't have food sensitivities, a lot of them don't care. A lot of them don't believe you. And I mean, sure, some people do, but they don't know how to help you. And you'll go to a restaurant, and if you ask a server, does this have gluten in it? They'll be like, nah, it's fine. And then you have, you wake up in an hour, you're covered in hives. It's hard. It's hard emotionally and mentally, and it takes up a lot of time and energy in your life, especially when you're the only one in your family dealing with it, and you have a very interactive family who like to go out to eat or do dinners at their home, or if you have a very active social life. Everything revolves around food, and on more than one occasion, I've and I've only been dealing. I've had my eczema started popping up about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe at this point. And I started the elimination diet about a month ago, and I'm just learning over the past week or so that I have these food sensitivities. And but it's really hard when you have these gatherings and whatnot that you want to enjoy, but everybody else is sitting around eating this delicious food that smells wonderful, and you're starving, but there's nothing that you can eat. So you're just sitting there with nothing to occupy yourself. If an awkward silence comes across, you can't like just look at your food or munch, to fill the space. You just kind of gotta sit there, and so that's hard. That's hard, and eating out is next to impossible, especially with some food allergies over others. Like, for example, peanuts are probably, I don't know, I don't have to avoid peanuts that I know of at the moment. I haven't actually added that back in my diet yet, simply because it's not in a whole lot of things, because peanut allergies are well known, so companies have been going out of their way to help, or like you know, show awareness or whatever to peanut allergies for a long time, but like gluten, dairy, soy, these types of things aren't as well known or even believed in. Like, I couldn't begin to tell you how many times I've heard people scoff at gluten allergies, like they don't believe they exist and whatnot. And so that just makes things really hard. You know, we got dinner last night from a restaurant and brought it to my in-laws' house, and we talked to the staff. They went back there and looked at the ingredients for us, like jumped through some hoops, okay? And we wouldn't have done that if they were busy or anything. I would have just found myself something somewhere else. But jumped through some hoops to make sure that there was no soy in anything so that I could eat it. And all I got was a salad with, and it was a very basic salad. It was like lettuce, carrots, cucumbers, and tomatoes. That was it. And then we put some chicken on it and called it a day. And that was it, okay? We're pretty sure there was no soy in it, but during this elimination diet, if you saw that video, I've been slowly introducing things back in, and I had some ranch dressing, and that was the first dairy that I've had on this elimination diet. So I haven't had dairy in over 21 days. At this point, it's been about a month, so it's been more than 21 days. So I haven't had dairy all month, and last night I had some ranch dressing, and before my meal was over, I was, my arms and legs were starting to break out. So that was pretty devastating. I was pretty upset. It's so disheartening when you try so hard and you still end up with these problems, because eczema is painful and it's itchy and it's stressful. And when you're trying to live your life and you know, do something with your life, and you're at least 40%, if not more than that, of your energy is going to managing your food allergies, you know, it's hard, it's disheartening, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be so hard. And you know, I'm not trying to like blame anyone or anything or companies or whatever. I just want to bring a little awareness to the struggles of food allergies, on behalf of my fellow food sensitivity folks, because we need a little empathy. We need a little support. If people could just like, we just want you to be like, man, that sucks, I'm sorry to hear that. That's all we want. We just want a little recognition, and maybe some options at restaurants would be great. But yeah, so that's my whole spiel on food allergies and how bad they suck, and I'm working on managing it, and as I come up with systems for managing it, I'll be letting y'all know. Join Body Buddha. You can find it under courses on the website, earthandwater.co. It's kind of like a little community directory thing for all things food and taking care of your body. Body Buddha, you know. But yeah, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. Share, comment, do the things.